And you told me that was going to be easy. You certainly did. You certainly did. So I'm not taking any more files from you. Oh boy. Mr. Weiss, really? All right. Group 5 versus Roderick Smith.
Morning, Your Honor. Bob Weiss appearing on behalf of Group 5.
Your name, sir?
How you doing, Your Honor? Roderick Smith.
Thank you. All right, where are we, Jim?
The last time we were here, you told us to go in the hall and make an arrangement. At that point in time, I agreed with Mr. Smith to waive the late fees, but not the month-to-month fees. We have prepared a consent judgment at that point in time for $1,755, which includes $217 in court costs, plus the January's rent and the month-to-month fee. He was to have paid it by January 29th, 2024. He hasn't paid it yet. So we're here right now in January, and I'd like the ability to add the February's rent and late charge to that amount. Because February's rent has not been paid either.
Well, but you said you had the judgment, but you didn't enter that. I didn't sign that judgment.
No, you didn't sign the judgment. I had submitted it to the court. The court set it up for hearing because they wanted to put the consent on the record. I have the judgment here, but the time for payment of that amount has expired. So I don't know what the court wanted to do.
All right. Sir, what's your position?
Yeah, Your Honor. So I agree with the terms of what's owed, but I would like to certify my rights in subrogation and settle the account.
Do what?
Certify my rights under subrogation and settle the account.
What does that mean?
In equity, settle this account because this has to do with equity.
That's to do with non-payment of rent.
Still, it's equity. That's what we're dealing with. So I do have a right to subrogation, and I would like to certify my rights to subrogation and settle the account.
You have a right to subrogation, you're saying?
Correct.
Explain that to me.
Explain it to me.
I mean, that's basically what it is, Your Honor. It's my right. I mean, I would assume that the court would understand.
Explain what you think that means.
When a third party intervenes to take place or pay.
Okay, so who's the third party?
Basically, it's under my estate where they're administrating the claim from.
What estate?
My all caps name.
Your all caps name.
Correct.
Okay. So, first of all, under what you just explained to me, there is no right of subrogation.
So we can't settle the account under subrogation?
You can settle not under subrogation. What you've explained is not subrogation.
I mean, if you want me to actually give you the definition.
Oh, I understand what subrogation means. I was checking whether you do, because what you're saying is not subrogation. So
that's how I would like to settle the account, Your Honor.
Well, settling the account and subrogation are two separate things.
Okay.
So if you want to settle the account, you need to pay it.
Okay.
It's as simple as that.
All right, no problem.
Okay. So, Mr. Weiss, with February's rent, how much is owed?
With February's rent, sticking to the deal that Mr. Smith and I made last week, waiving the $225 in prior late fees, not including February's late fee, which is now due. Amount owing would be 3193, which includes the 217 in court costs.
3193.
Could I get a statement of that as well?
Well, I'll put it in the judgment.
All right. And how much time does he have to get that paid?
10 days.
You could allot me, Your Honor.
I can give them up to the 20th.
Just, Mr. Weiss, don't interrupt. Go ahead. What?
Yeah, that's fine. To the 20th.
I'll give them to the 20th.
That should be enough time.
So you're not disputing the figure,
No, sir.
and the parties are agreeable, and the court would agree to go to the 20th of February.
Correct.
All right.
The court will bear with me. I will.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to indicate, I'm going to find that there's no tribal issue after hearing rather than a consent judgment. And I will enter that judgment. So you'll have till that date to get that paid. You understand that?
Yes.
Wasn't that easier than the last case, Your Honor?
Not really. It almost went south.
I know you
Take-
made a face when I come up here.
Let him take a look at it. All right.
It's also a money judgment.
You've looked at over.
Yes, sir.
All right. You have any questions regarding anything contained on this?
No, sir.
All right. So I'm going to sign this, okay? And then if you need a copy, you can pick up a copy up front at the front counter.
Okay.
Okay. All right. I signed off. I'll enter that judgment. You guys
Thank
are
you.
all set.
All right.
All right. Thank you.
Conference, Your Honor, to remind you, we're not here for a decision or for a hearing. We're here for you to
Right.
help us resolve the case again.
So,
Morning, Your Honor.
good morning.
Kelly Doritos from Legal Services on behalf of the staff.
Okay.
Bauer on behalf of Ms. Fry and Ms. Fry here.
Okay. Have the parties talked at all, or? I know you wanted me involved, and I'll be more than happy to talk to the parties. I don't have a problem doing that. Are we close? You're close, not close?
Are you participating?
Depends on what your answer is.
Well, my answer
yeah.
depends. If
Yeah.
yes, then we are close.
Okay. All right, then I know I called you up here. Let me pass it. Let me try to take care of some things and
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
do that. Was there another one that we were doing that with?
Well, I have Mr. Brown, Golfside Lake, and that's the ledger issue. I have Ms. Dude here to go over the ledger, but I know that you
Right.
have a copy.
Is he here?
He's here.
Mr. Brown? Okay, there he is. Okay. No, I'll do that at the same time because I'm gonna have to go through a ledger on that. And Mr. Brown, on that case, you went through the ledger?
Yeah, I spoke, well, I talked to Melissa, she said she's a regular. Yeah. I just need to know how much I owe right now. I know I owe February.
Well, you don't know how much you owe?
I know I owe February, but I just don't know if there's more than that.
Have you, what,
Here. Want me to speak for it now?
Your Honor, if you give him the 3-day rule now and we can work it out, then we'll go outside. He could sign and leave if we can resolve it.
I already made 2 payments today, so of $500. I mean, I made a $500 payment today.
you guys have that payment or?
Yeah. 250 in escrow, and then I made a 250 payment this morning.
You're into court escrow.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So the total I have right now is 1,300.
I'll call the case of Golfside versus Brown since we're talking about it. Well, go ahead.
James Fink for the plaintiff.
Yeah, bro.
All right.
Your Honor, I have a total of 1,300 even in rent and 159 costs, making the total redemption amount 1,459. That's as of yesterday. Oh,
No. What do you have in his escrow?
except my client removed 2 late fees,
Okay.
and so he is now at 1,159. That's the total.
I'm fine with that.
You're what?
I'm saying I'm fine with that amount.
Okay, but
That's $250.
And then I
Okay.
have a receipt for another payment that I made through my actual bank account. I have the receipt for it.
hold on. You made it to who?
To them, to Golfside.
Oh, you paid it directly.
This morning
to
at
Golfside.
7:30 this morning. I did it
Okay,
online.
so okay,
Sorry.
hold on. No, you're good. So you paid $250 this morning,
Yes,
and then you paid, and then we have $250.
yes.
So that takes, but you don't.
pay 5 or 250?
I paid $250 to the court and then $250 to directly to
Okay.
Golfside Lake.
But that figure that you gave me, the 1159, doesn't include that 250.
That's correct. So
So 500 realistically comes off of that, so that we're at 659.
I'm asking the court, can I have time to pay it? Can I have until the 23rd to pay it?
he'll incur late fees. The redemption date
Really?
would be the 16th. Your Honor, they already knocked off 300.
But that's because of an issue that happened in July, that they overcharged me on rent. So that's why I got the late fees back.
I'm in trouble, but yes,
Okay.
23rd.
Let's give it to the 20th. I mean, he's made 2 good faith payments, and then
Thank you.
Your Honor, that'll be a judgment so that we don't have to do anything
Correct.
except just file for the writ.
right. And we can just do that after hearing, finding no tribal issue, because there is no tribal issue for me. Okay, Mr. Brown, you're good
With the amount, yes. And
with the
payment on
amount, and
23rd.
they're giving you to the 23rd.
So the remaining is 6. So just so I have it correctly.
Well, I
I
have
have-
659 if we get the 250, which I'll put onto the judgment that is to be released and credited for that the court has.
Right,
And if we get the payment that he said he made, and I'm not doubting that he made the payment. We've been through this before, and I trust you,
I know.
but we got to get it.
right.
in order
So
for it to
once
be-
that's a total of 500,
Mhm.
once that happens, and then, yeah, the 659 should do it.
Okay.
He should stay in close contact with Ms. Dute, starting maybe on the 16th, to make sure
Right.
that we are all
Who's that?
in the same place.
I don't know who he's talking about. Miss-
Melissa,
Oh, I don't know her last name. I'm sorry. Sorry.
I don't know what he's talking about. I don't know what he's talking about half the time either, but I get you. All right. So if we do that, then you're going to be all set.
Yes.
Okay. And Mr. Brown, the only reason that I push that is because you did what you told me you were going to do. And I appreciate it that you
Thank you.
worked through it and you're going to get that done. Okay.
All right.
So now I'm going to sign off on this judgment.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
And you understand that if you don't get all this paid by the 23rd, they're pushing it out a little bit. If you don't get it paid by the 23rd, they're going to file for an order of eviction.
Mm-hmm.
John, I'm going to give Mr. Brown my copy of the ledger that shows that credit so that he can see where we are as of right now.
Okay.
And I've made a couple notes on there about the 250 and the 250, but so I just don't want there to be any confusion.
Right. And I don't think there is. You understand everything,
Yes.
correct?
Correct.
23rd, get
Yes.
it paid.
Yes.
All right. I've signed it. You can pick up a copy out front.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.